Welcome back. It's the 2025 season. We're super pumped. We're going to get out here. We're going to shoot some guns today. We got 2 new ones. We upgraded. We were running Stevens last year, and we decided that we wanted to carry a few more rounds with us. So we got some new rifles that we're going to try out. This one here, let me get closer. It's the Mossberg SA-20 Tactical Turkey. This is the first semi-automatic 20 gauge I've ever owned. So we're running a True Lock choke. So, kind of excited.
All right, and today I have got a Stoeger 20 gauge. This is the M3020. Just picked this up yesterday. We're not running any, dang, I was a little close to that. Not running any red dots right now because I need to order the metal mounts to run my red dot on the rib. I didn't really want to drill and tap this gun, so that's what we're going to do right now. But we are running just a factory XFT choke in this. We're going to see how it patterns, and we'll make a decision after that on how we want to proceed with these choke situations. But
Go ahead. Are you done?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
I do have some interesting information that I learned when we were in Nashville. I picked up a True Lock choke this year. This is the first year I'm ever going to run one. And when I was down there, the guy said, if you don't like this choke, send it back. We'll send you another one. No questions asked. So pretty much if I don't like what kind of pattern I'm throwing, I can send it back and maybe get a little tighter constriction, or maybe one that's a little bit more open, you know. But I'm running the 585. I don't think yours shows.
No, mine doesn't.
Yeah, his doesn't have any constriction on it, but if I had to guess, it's probably a little bit more open than most factory chokes are. A tad bit open. The 2 shells that we are running today, both are from Rocky Ridge. We have the standard 3-inch 2-ounce load that I've been using for how many years now?
At least 4 or 5.
4. I want to say 4. And then something new that we are going to try is these 1.5 ounce loads. I'm excited to give these a shot. You know, my wife's going to get into it this year, so I'd love to give her something a little bit less hurtful. All right, first thing we're going to fling some 7.5s light loads. They are high brass. You know, I want to try to be I don't know if that matters much, but I want to try to be as close as I can. I'm hot. You ready? Letting her go. We're going to need more than 2 nails. All right, we were a little high and to the left with that one, so we moved it down into the right. We're going to fling another one, see what we got. There's already one in the gun.
Come on, guy.
Still high and to the left, huh?
You must not have heard me when I said no. He said, you ready? Safety. Boom!
So on that one we shot, it was still a little high and to the left. So we actually, with BJ's help, we chased the pattern with the red dot. So what that means is I held it on that point of aim, and he adjusted it right to where we were supposed to be, roughly. So we're gonna fling another one once he gets it set up down there, and see where we are. Here we go. Kind of looks like it shot a little high, don't it? All right, I feel pretty confident now at 20 yards that we can throw in one of these 2-ounce number 9s from Rocky Ridge. I've ran this round I know for sure this is going to be my 3rd year. So I've killed 1 in Arkansas and 2 in Missouri with it so far. So it's going to be fun. A little nervous. These loads sure do pack a punch, but they hit hard. The plan with this one is we're just going to go ahead and fling one at 20. We're close with the lead, and then I have an aim point down there, and then we are going to move the red dot. We're going to chase our pattern with that and then try to get as close as we can. So I'm ready whenever y'all are. Oh my. Dude. Why don't you hold that up for me, BJ? I mean, that rocky ridge would have took his head clean off. I think I'm going to chase my pattern a tad to the left, and we are going to be ready to fling it. I mean, that is insane. What do you think about that, BJ?
I've never seen a pattern that tight before. That's
No.
that's a chicken without a head right there.
So that is Rocky Ridge number 9's 2-ounce shot, and I'm running the Mossberg SA20 tactical turkey with the True Lock 585. All right, I think we got everything the way we want it. We moved back to 40, so we're gonna fling another Rocky Ridge number 9 at it. See what we got. Hopefully, we were a little left. The core of our pattern at 20 was a little left, so we chased it a little. So we'll see where we're at. 40 yards. Y'all ready?
No.
Looks a tad high. And here's our 40-yard shot. We got the big paper up, so we know what the core of our pattern's doing. We were a little high. I was aiming for the base of the neck right in here, so there is some human error there, but the majority of the pattern is high. So I think we're going to move a couple clicks down. We got a fresh board up, fresh new hit target, and we're going to move it down just a little. Fling another one. If we like that, then we're going to throw the 1.5 ounce in there and see what we got. All right, so this is our third shot. As I was saying, we were a little high, so I bumped it down just a tad, and we're going to see what we are at 40. Could have killed, I mean, if I was shooting at 2 turkeys so far, I would have killed both. So no complaints here, but we want to make sure it's perfect. I'm ready.
Hold on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all in there, dude.
Dead.
Yeah, that's all everywhere we need to be right there. All right, guys, this was our shot at 40 just now. You can tell the majority of the pattern's down here. So we split the difference between what we just did. So that should put us back right where we need to be. And I'm extremely happy with that at 40. If you can get all this right up here, that's all we need. So what we're gonna do is, we know what the 2 ounce is shooting like. We're gonna throw, and that crap's got stuff all over me. We're gonna throw the 1.5 ounce in there, see what we got. They should, from what I've read, they should perform the same. We got a new fresh target out there, new paper, and we're keeping these papers here. We're gonna mark them for you and show you at the end kind of what kind of patterns we're flinging.
This is that.
You remember
That one you just shot.
So this is at 40.
Yeah. And this was the top.
Okay.
This was this one that was at 40 and 20. So
Yeah, we don't need that one. So this one's 40 yards.
2 ounce.
To, I hope. All right, guys, we got the 1.5 ounce in, 40 yards, Rocky Ridge, 1.5 ounce, number 9s. Here we go.
All right.
All right, I'm ready. Dude, that's way better.
Not bad at all.
I'm gonna steal your fame here for a second, BJ. This is what we just shot at 40 yards, those 1.5s. I mean, they're virtually the same. I did not see any difference at all. As far as pattern goes, shooting wise, we're using a lead sled, so it's really hard to tell. Did you notice any difference in the sound quality or anything of them? Did one sound a little bit different?
No, I honestly don't think so.
I know holding them you can tell the difference, but I mean, they're shooting the same. I mean, you may have a little bit less shot in there, but I don't know. In the end, we're gonna keep all the paper and all these targets together, and we're gonna give y'all some pattern shots.
All right, so what we're doing right here is we're just shooting my 20 gauge. This is a Stoker 30-20, like we said. I'm shooting the stock choke that came with it. I'm gonna be shooting number 9s, the 2-ounce shots. And we're kind of like, there's no red dots, so we're just gonna try to see how this pattern's compared to his choke. Was it 585?
Yeah, True Lock 585.
True Lock 585. We're kind of just comparison, so that's what we're doing right now.
We didn't know when we first came out here that these two chokes are interchangeable out of this gun. So we decided, hey, let's just shoot it. Let's test. This is more of a pattern test. This isn't sighting in. We want to see what choke he'd be interested in running in this year. We don't know the constriction of that choke. I'm sure we could probably look it up. And so I feel like 30 yards is pretty good middle of the road. Should be far enough we can get some kind of expansion on the pattern and just let's take a look. We did shoot this once already and it looked like it was shooting a little high, so you may shoot a little low this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim towards the bottom.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Good.
Zooming in now. Wasn't ready.
I thought you were scared.
Well, it looked like it didn't shoot too bad. It looked like a pretty good pattern. We're gonna go down there and take a look. Oh yeah, that's a really, really tight pattern here at 30. No complaints with that.
Mm-mm.
And that's that stock choke.
Yeah. So now we're gonna take that one out, put yours in, and we'll run that. I just shot with my stock choke that came with this gun, and you know the pattern wasn't bad. It was pretty tight, but I want to see, like I said, a comparison with Brent's 585 choke, his True Lock. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right, so now we're gonna shoot the True Lock 585 downrange. This is at 30 yards. You ready?
Yep. Looks really good. Tad high.
I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, shooting off this bead.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, because I mean, you're gonna get the way you rest your cheek could be different each time.
Yeah.
That's a whole different sight picture.
Yeah.
Well, I got curious and wanted to shoot my gun at 30 yards, and I'm glad I did. We shot, the core of the pattern was about 4 inches to the left, so we moved it over a little, and this is gonna be probably the last shot of the day out of this Mossberg. This is the Rocky Ridge number 9 2-ounce. Let's see what we got.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, y'all, we just finished up our test. Super windy today. We tried to time our shots best we could. First thing we're going to start off with is once I'm not going to show any of the sighted in while we were sighting in. I'm not going to show any of those patterns, but I did shoot twice. I shot the Rocky Ridge 1.5 ounce and the 2 ounce at 40 yards, and I wanted to show that there's virtually no difference in these patterns. And I'm not sure how well y'all can see that. Super full. I'm trying to get it against the light so you can see through it. Super full pattern. And the 1.5, I went ahead and started marking some of these. The 1.5, I mean, just as full. I mean, I virtually see no difference in them. And that's the way they were advertised as well. You know, a lighter hit and load, or at least a lighter hit and load on the arm. This is the 2 ounce, as you can tell. I mean, it was shooting a little low, but I mean, that took care of him, no problem at all. And then, I mean, if I didn't tell you which was which at 40 yards, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, would you? I mean, pretty insane. That's a really, really, really good round. I got my 30 yard. I got everything the way I wanted it. So, I mean, that's at 30 yards. That is insane. He's not walking off that. I mean, you cannot beat a pattern like that at 30 yards. Insane. That's after all the little final touches and everything. I'm extremely happy with that. For BJ's gun, we were mainly testing what choke pattern or what choke he wanted to run. We put the what is that? We put the Stoger choke, the stock choke, versus my TrueLock 585. And there is a difference. There's a pretty good difference. We're going to start with the stock choke first. I don't know if y'all can see how open that is. If this is at 30 yards, I mean, that's a killable pattern all day long. You can definitely run that stock choke if you want. And then this is the TrueLock 585. I mean, you can definitely tell the difference between these two. I mean, look how much tighter that is at 30. Virtually the same pattern as what I had at 30. Now, I'm super pumped. Get the fling some TSS out of this little gun here. Super light. This is the first year that I've ran a semi-automatic 20 gauge like this. I ran the Stevens last year. Actually, I ran the Stevens 2 years now. So, happy with that gun. No complaints, but I want to be able to pack some more shells with me if I need to. This turkey season is going to be pretty exciting. I did draw in Kansas, so for sure going to be hitting up Kansas this year. I have a draw in at Mississippi. They should be, today's March 1st, so we should have some results on that March 3rd. We have a Missouri trip planned. That'd be the 3rd year in a row we're going up there. So, and obviously we're going to hunt in Arkansas. I'm excited. You know, we're just around the corner. You know, if we draw Mississippi, we'll be hunting this month. So, thank y'all for watching and stay tuned for more.